hello, what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to y'all. Had to think for just a second, but we got there. Fine Thursday to y'all. Good to see ya. What is up, Hyperlink and Fictional and David Industral, Zelda Zach, Bot, of course, Nia Chuck, Swing Frizio, Leo Stew. How's everyone doing tonight? Oh man, I'm in a good mood tonight. I am hyped. I mean, I guess I'm always in a good mood, or usually in a good mood, but we're gonna have some fun tonight. Oh man, do we have some Jag to play, and we have Sweet Time Spiral remastered spoilers, including an Old Border Panharmonicon. Oh, what an amazing day. Like, what more could you want out of a day? Old Border Panharmonicon, Commander Clash recording, daily spoilers, stream with Historic Jank. It's a good one. Whale Lord, and also Chris, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you. Yes, that is, Historic Anthologies was announced that it's coming the beginning of March, so we should be getting Historic Anthologies in the next week or two. We haven't seen the cards yet, but yeah, Old Border Panharmonicon is super sweet. Also, like, Solemn with the original art looks good. Ramanop Ruins actually looking pretty sharp in the Old Border. Bajuka Bog, Hollow One, Leveler, Vanquisher's Banner. This set is, the Old Border cards are sweet. The only thing about these Old Border cards, I don't know if we talked about this. Did I tell you how expensive these foils are going to be? Oh my, okay, so here's some math on this, and then I promise we'll talk about decks, and we'll start playing Magic very shortly. So here's the math on this. Let's just break this down really quick. So, that you will get a specific foil Old Border card, 1 in 91 boxes. If you do the math on that, Wizard sells the boxes through distributors to LGSs for around $120. That means to get a single Old Border Panharmonicon, it's going to take over $10,000 worth of product, which if you do the math, like if Wizards sold $100 million of Time Tower Remastered, which they're never going to do, they made $900 million from all of Magic and all of D&D last year, so there's no way Time Tower Remastered, but if they did that, there would be like 10,000 copies of Foil Panharmonicon in existence. My guess it's like maybe 2,000, 3,000, maybe 5,000 at the most, and that might be pushing it. These cards, like, if you have 100 players that want a playset of these cards, that's gonna be all that exists. We're talking about, like, old school Black Lotus from Alpha type rarity almost, or like Beta Black Lotus type rarity. It's gonna be insane to see how expensive the good old Border cards are in foil, but how many cracks am I gonna pack? How many packs am I going to crack? That is a good question. I'm definitely planning on cracking some. I gotta probably crack until I find a foil Old Border Panharmonicon, so I guess that means I gotta pre-order 91 boxes, and then I could still get unlucky. There's no way I'm going to buy 91 boxes, but that would be sweet. Oh, so roughly half the cost of a Mythicon Arena. Got a box? Yeah, I'm definitely going to crack a box at least. So what's on the docket for tonight? We got some jank. So we're going to start with, I actually have 4 different decks we can go between, but we're starting with 5-color Pyre humans. This deck, it's weird. I don't even know what to say about this deck. We got, like, Pyropheros to hold it together, and then we have cards that I didn't even realize were human. Like, we're, like, pyring Aurelios into Haktos into Sammets or Massacre Girls or Majas. We can sack a Baron and get a Hostage Taker and then cast our opponent's thing, then sack that and get a Sammet. And this deck it's got a little bit of everything. So that's where we're starting with 5-color Pyre humans. Also, potentially on the docket for tonight. This deck, as soon as I saw this deck list, I was like, all right, we got to try this, because I know everyone loves Torment and Hailfire, and this is the tormentiest of Hailfiriest decks I've ever seen. Like, this is just mono black, play a bit of card draw, play a bunch of removal spells, hope to hit my land drops. My only realistic way of ever winning the game is to do it with Torment of Hailfire. Like, that's it. We don't got Planeswalkers. I guess, in theory, Murderous Rider could be a win condition, but really it's not. You're never going to kill anyone with a Murderous Rider when that's your only creature. So that's it. Just, like, play and hopefully make your land drops, eventually cast a big Torment of Hailfire and hope that it's enough. Alias Babylon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. 25 months, big soup for you. Thank you. So that's on the list. Got some Bolas action, some Bolas Tribal, God Pharaohs, and I mean, when you see Dark Intimations in a deck, deck list, you know that someone's going deep on the Bolas Tribal plan. So Bolas Tribal, a little bit of Crim action, and then there's this like Jund mid-range deck I found playing main deck Creeping Mold for some reason. It's kind of like, I guess, land destruction Jund in Historic. So that's another backup deck. So we got some sweetness. I think we're gonna start with humans though, and then jump to Torment and Hailfire and then go from there. Leo's due for the 29th month. Mystic Sanctuary Wizards. Thank you so much for your subscription. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Big super cheer for you. Though it is a little awkward that they previewed a lot of cards. That recently were banned. Simeon's Pirate Guide, Mystic Sanctuary. I feel like there's another one that Dreadhorde Arcanist and Legacy. So they did kind of just print cool old border versions of a lot of cards that got a lot less playable. But I guess when they were making this set, they didn't have any idea, which I guess makes a little bit of sense. Tabeb Dolab, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So, all right, let's do our reminders. And as we go along, we can talk about whatever you all want to talk about. We can talk about Timestar Remastered. We can make some predictions. What do you want from Historic Anthologies, which is apparently coming really soon, like in the next week or two. Battle of Wits, one time Battle of Wits. I think that's the card that I want most now. I know it's not a good card, but oh geez, I really wanna battle the Woods people. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I didn't have time to do much dinner today because I had Commander Clash into the stream. So I had some egg salad. I had an egg salad sandwich that I had in my refrigerator. So it wasn't bad. I don't mind egg salad, but have I tried Bant Angels? I have not tried Bant Angels. It's one of those decks that I feel like is almost too good and that's too heavily played. I feel like normally on the stream when I play decks that are more known, people like them less. So I try to go a little bit jankier than that. So that's the main reason I have shied away from it because I think it's a little bit too well known. Top 10 lesbians in MTG. I would have to do some research on that. I'm not much of a flavor person. I've talked about that a bunch of times before. So flavor top 10 lists are actually hard for me. I started off, I mentioned this before too. I've started off like, I would have been fine if it was like a deck of playing cards that I was playing Magic with because I was attracted to like the game aspect of it and the like poker / strategy game. But yeah, that one would take a bit of research. Pedro Headshots for the 9th month. May just send out my new art Mace of the Moon Suit GP Dagger 2021-2022. I mean, I think there's a chance that we might have Magic the end of the year. It sounded like that's one of the things Hasbro CEO mentioned is that they're hoping that we'll get a return of Paper Magic the second half of 2021, which seems possible with how things are starting to open up. We're getting good vaccine news. Actually, I got super lucky. I mentioned before that I got an appointment to get my vaccine like the end of March, but then it just randomly happened today, actually, that I have an appointment for Saturday that's even closer. So yeah, I'm going to be getting my my COVID vaccine this weekend, which I'm pretty excited about. So I feel like it's possible now. If you asked me like a few months ago, I would have been like, about Paper Magic in 2021, maybe 2022, but I'm feeling a little more hopeful with how things are going. So Hyperleg for the 9th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. All right, so replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. Timestar Remastered spoilers. Sweet Snow Narfy decks for Against the Odds yesterday. Tomorrow for Much Brew, we are pioneering. There was some Crim Historic action tonight. Commander Clash tomorrow. So tons of stuff going up on the YouTubes. Psychologist for the 53rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Also, a reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. They already have somehow Mystic Sanctuary up for sale. It was just spoiled, so they were on top of the pre-orders. You get your Timestar Remastered stuff now and everything else. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting this stream. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playbats, get away to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream, and the Discord is new and improved. So Oh, I think that's all of our reminders. Yeah, Sanctuary looks good, but don't let it deceive you. Looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a Sanctuary by its cover. Sanctuary is a miserable Magic the Gathering card. And if I see you play it, I will probably try to kill you. That is my theory. Oh man, Mystic Sanctuary. It's so, but oh, this was a question that came up on Twitter that I think is interesting. So you have the cycle of Mystic Sanctuary, where you have Mystic Sanctuary that is like busted, banned in modern, insane Magic card, and then the rest of the cycle is like bad, like maybe it saw a tiny bit of standard play. I guess Dwarven Mine sometimes shows up in like polymorph decks, but like you have Mystic Sanctuary way up here. The rest of the cycle is way down here. What cycle do you think is least balanced? I actually think that's kind of an interesting question. I actually arguably would like to exclude Ancestral Recall in that cycle, just because Ancestral's so busted. Although I don't even know that that's the winner, because you have Ancestral way up here, but then you also have Dark Ritual, which is not Ancestral, but it's an insane card. Lightning Bolt's a very good card. Giant Growth's a playable card. But yeah, we can talk about that as we go along too. But anyway, all right. 5-color Pyre humans is what we're starting off with, and it's humans, and it's Pyre of Heroes, and we're sacking humans to get more humans. Is this deck going to work? I have absolutely no idea. It's got a lot of random janky stuff. Hopefully Pyre holds it together. The mana base, it hurts me deeply. I know that we're going to play the wrong pathways on turn 1, and we're going to get punished on like turn 4 because we can't play Haktos because we played our pathway the wrong way. Look at this mana base. Look at this mana base. I actually think that one of the things I have the hardest time with in Magic right now is pathway mana bases, because I feel like I'm constantly playing them wrong. Sideboard, mostly more humans. Actually, exclusively more humans. We have control humans, we have removal humans, we have human lords, we got combo hate humans, we got wrath hate humans, we have Baird, which I don't think anyone's ever played, but I guess good against Go Wide Goblin decks, another Hostage Shapers, a Mass Vandal, so let's try it. Let's Pyre it up with some humans and see what happens. In Historic, why are we not running Shocks and Buddies? That's a good question. I have also had that question. I don't know. People love this isn't a deck I built. This is a list that someone played, and someone also sent it to me. I guess it was played on Arena, and then someone emailed it to me as well, I believe. But yeah. I don't know. People love their pathway mana bases. Personally, I'm not a fan of all pathway mana bases, but maybe it's correct. I am a little bit scared of what. Ooh. Oh my god, that's a Pyre. That's a Pyre. And those are humans. We're already living up to the deck name. We're already living up to the deck name. Pyre and humans. Alright, so I guess we just win then. We got them. Oh dear. Oh, the hard decisions. So do we play this on green? Are we going to need white? Are we going to need black? My brain already wants to explode. I think it's this one. Let's play this on green. Play Gilded Goose. Honk honk. Yeah, our 1-drops are not humans. They're just to accelerate us into our humans. I feel like Historic, you either play Pathways or Fastlands or Shocks and Checks with Triomes. Yeah, I think the more aggressive you are trying to be... I think the more aggressive you are trying to be, the more the pathway mana base can actually be good. Well, that's Baron. Bounce the Priest. Let's slow things down. I think Shocks and Pathways is... I mean, there are decks that do it. But I generally play Shocks and Buddy lands or Check lands or whatever, and then Pathways with more untapped lands. Buckarox! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll play the land. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent. Down to 16. Rogue Refiner. Draw a card. Alright, well next turn we can start pyring our humans into more humans. I mean, it's kind of like the modern deck, but a really janky historic version of it. Whoa, Strider, okay. Cracks the Fabled Passage. Alright, alright, alright. Well, we'll see. We'll see what our opponent does. Hey, what's up, Guido? How are you? Whoa! Whoa! That was the most brutal fabled passage I've ever seen anyone crack. Whoa! Moving on up in the world. All right. I don't know what happened there, but want to know with 5. We broke it. We broke gold tier 3 with 5-color Pyre humans. Goose is too good. Too good. It might be that our opponent didn't have a basic in Shame Scoop. That is possible. Well, I guess we're technically 1-0. We're gonna take it. When you're playing 5-color Pyre humans, you're not gonna turn down a free win. Ooh. Well, we got a Goose, so no Pyre. I guess that's fine though. So now that we've seen, ooh, Kenrith does seem good. I don't know about the Maja in the 5-drop slot. Struck me as strange. So I can definitely see an argument to just playing Kenrith instead, or Kenrith on top of Maja. Jedi Camper, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Ooh, all right, opponent's ramping. Well, pathway on. Actually, let's just do this. Unclaimed territory, human. Acquisitions expert, make it discard. A little bit worried about this, though. Marauding Raptor usually means big things coming down fast and us getting stomped. Oh, Ziggurat. But Ziggurat can't cast Pyre. I guess it's probably... Everything else is a... Okay. Yes, we would prefer Galta to not come down. We will take that. Pass the turn. I think it's actually dinos. I think our opponent's playing Gruul Dinosaurs. Hey, what's up, Joe? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, Kenrith is... Oh, wait. This might be bad for our opponent. 2 Marauding Raptors sometimes means your stuff dies. Oh, so many lands. Too many lands. Too many lands, too few Pyres. Well, Aurelios, go. No attacks. Nothing big. No Ripjaw Raptors. Ripjaw would be insane for our opponent here. Opponent. Oh, we need a Pyre. We need a Pyre. That's cheating. That's not a dinosaur. That is definitely cheating. Oh, we're so dead. All right, hostage taker. Oh dear. This is the largest number of lands we've ever drawn. We're just like super dead now, right? Yeah. All right. Well, this did not go well. We drew 8 lands and 3 spells. That's not good at all. 3-sided pathways? I wonder, do you think you could have... I bet someday we'll get to the point where we have MDFC split cards. Like, split cards on both sides. So, like, picture, like, Fart Away and Turdbird, but staple them together, and you could choose any of those options. Like, I actually don't think it's impossible that's where we end up eventually. Yeah, it is kind of a command, but you gotta... the visual aspect. Because I said, like, oh, like, MDFCs are they're just split cards. They're just formatted differently. And some people strongly disagreed with that. I was, like, surprised that some people, like, very strongly disagreed with them being the same. I still think they're, like, 98% the same. Maybe for an unset. Double-sided MDFC split card werewolf showcase. Masterpiece expedition. In Japanese. Just like all the new card things of the last few years in one card. MDFCs are split cards that you can do as permanents. Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, yeah, there are twists. Like, being a permanent is a twist. Thalia seems pretty meh. General Kudro might be good though. Let's go down. Yeah, I'll go down 1 mana dork. All right, General Kudro in, more removal in. Any idea why my Prime sub is grayed out when I can't sub? No. Is your, I mean, as long as your Prime subscription is up to date or whatever, I don't know why that. Oh, pathways. All right, chat. We might have to do a straw poll on how to play these pathways. So we have white, blue, black, white, blue, red, green, green, blue. We can play this on blue or white. We can play this on green or white. What do we do? My brain is not big enough. Max Mulder with a gift sub from Elf. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. And Kenton for the win. Woo to you as well. Big soup cheer for you. On white? All right. Okay. I went with the first prediction. Ah, Lena Blue? No. Ruined already. Opponent Forest. Lenore Elves. Oh dear. Did I choose the exact worst possible way to play those pathways? I think so. That was probably like literally the worst way to do it. Jesse J and stuff. Welcome to the Fishbowl. I think that was the worst possible choice. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, opponent. Gonna get out a Ripjaw Raptor. Draw a card. Oh, this is going horribly. This is going horribly. How do you feel about Enigmatic Incarnation plus Kenrith as a deck idea? Incarnation way to get Kenrith out, but also just for value. Yeah, I think that could be sweet. I like it. Well, opponent hits us down to 16. Alright, well, we gotta try to draw lands, I guess. Rogue Refiner. And we scoop it up. Whew. Wow, that was not even a little bit close. Yikes. Apparently dinosaurs beat humans. So what do you want in Historic Anthologies? Yeah, sure, Benny. I don't know if we play goblins though. That's a problem. I think Pyre of Heroes makes a lot of sense for goblins, but goblins is just so reviled in Historic that I don't think we could do a goblin stream. Although I would love to see your list. Yeah, it is like, yeah, the Velociraptors. We got Velocirapted. No Vintage Cube tonight. Path to Exile would be interesting. Restoration Angel, Huntmaster, or Snapcaster. Would Snapcaster be too good in Historic? Maybe? That's a tough one. I think Resto would be fine. Huntmaster seems like it would be fine. Those would be some sweet options. Well, honk honk. I mean, Goblins is cool. They're just so good. The list looks good, Betty. And it does seem like a really good tribe for it. You got like Wily Goblin for sacking. Siege Gang is a good sack target. Matron's a good sack target. So you do have a good curve for sacking stuff. Well, play this on human. Thalia, usually pretty good against control style decks. Opponent's going to opt while they can. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? Good to see you. Working on a couple of projects. Ooh, Commander projects. I really want Battle of Wits. I think Battle of Wits in Historic would be really sweet. I mean, it would be horrible, but I think it would be a fun challenge. I want more, like, they put in Hidetsugu second right. I want more, like, weird old against odds cards. I want, like, Battle of Wits in there. Stuff like that, I think, is super fun. So Pathway on black. Go to combat, hit ya. Wait, what does Baron do? When it enters the battlefield, at the beginning of your step, if a permanent was put in your hand from battlefield this turn, draw like, okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at these layers of synergy. Sack our food. Oh no. Oh, first strike. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's do this again. Sack our food. Now the layers of synergy. Sack our food. Baron. Haha. Bounce the Gilded Use. Recast it. Get our food back. Draw a card. How does anyone beat that? Braun John, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super tier for you. Ooh, unexpected results would be sweet. That would be super sweet. Did you see that? That was 4 mana, draw a card, get a 2/2. That's basically like we build a Muldrifter. I think we build our own Muldrifter. Let's Ether Hub. Go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent. Ugh, I want a Pyre, but I'm afraid they're going to counter. They only have 2 mana, though. How are they going to... Alright, let's Pyre. Come on. Don't counter this. Yes, yes. Moving on up. Second, the Baron. 4-drop, please. Are we getting Haktos? It might be. It might be Haktos. Haktos is a clock. All right, let's go beat downs. I'm working on anything you like. It draws a lot of cards. Ooh, I do like drawing a lot of cards. Protection from everything other than 3. Sadly, that's probably the worst choice. They could have, like, Anger of the Gods. Is this deck fun? I mean, we've only played, like, two games with it, but so far it seems pretty fun. It's definitely fun in a weird, janky sort of way, but... Opponent. It should be hard for them to combo off through a Thalia, right? At least it's going to be a little more expensive for them to combo off. Because they'll need 3 for Neoform. Well, go to combat. Attack ya. Hit ya. Hit ya. Down to 4. Acquisitions expert. Uh-huh. Cycles a Triome. Yes. Discards. Pyre's doing stuff this game. Unfortunately... Wait, we have 2? Oh, it's a warrior. Even better. Take a Mimic. Sack a Acquisitions expert. 3-drop. Renegade Rallier. Haha! Acquisitions expert returns! Synergy for days. Take a Neoform. Land on greed. Go. All right, opponent. Please don't kill us. Please don't kill us. Yes! We humaned him. Oh, that was... We can see some of the sweet synergies there. Pyre is sorcery speed, unfortunately. Only when you can cast a sorcery. So it's basically Birthing Pod, but cheaper, and you gotta have the same creature types. Well, we're definitely bringing in Meddling Mage. Is Kembo good enough? Yeah, it's probably fine. All right, so Meddling Mage, Kemball. Go down, Acolyte of Affliction, Hostage Taker, Massacre. I don't know about this Maja. Do you think Maja is actually, like, good? Vandal. What does Vandal hit against our opponent's deck, though? Or go down Vandal? Probably worth going down. They don't have any targets, right? Actually, maybe we bring in General Kudrow. Like, a fast clock seems reasonable. Actually, Baird seems hilarious against them, too. Baird actually seems really good. One more hostage taker? Well, let's try it like that. Try it like that. Apes of Wrath! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Yeah, Baird actually seems good in this one. Have you seen the Jeskai Open the Omen Pass Mutate deck? I have seen like a... I have seen the deck list. I have not actually played it. I'd be down for trying it. I guess we're gonna have to do like a... We're gonna have to do like an Ultra Jank standard night. Because there's a couple of combos. One of them someone keeps asking about is the Saga Mill combo deck. So that's one. And then the other one is probably the Open the Omen Path Mutate deck. I don't know. I feel like, I wonder, how do you feel about streams where we just like don't win? That's one thing I always wonder about with streams. Is like, do we need a certain like, because on YouTube you can lose a lot, and if you get sick of watching it, you can always just fast forward to the good parts. On Twitch, you don't have the fast forward option, so if you lose like 10 matches in a row, we're in it together. You're sitting through it with me. But it does seem like, ooh, sweet anticipate art. It does seem like it'd be really, really sweet when it goes off. Well, I mean, I think in ideal world, jank that also is like somewhat competitive. At least that's, I don't know. Does the level of competition actually matter to you? Maybe it doesn't. Hey, what's up, Emma Tree? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm sure we'll do a Cube stream at some point. I think Vintage Cube is around for like 3 weeks, so yes, I plan on doing one at some point. So play Llanowar, go to combat, beat you down, get in there with Acquisitions Expert. This is a scary deck to play against. Land on blue. Acquisitions Expert Part 2. Quit your job? Congratulations! Well, if you're excited about, congratulations, Kid Kuzi. Awesome! What is next in Kid Kuzi land? This was never a Spike stream. That is true. I'm not familiar with the combo. Oh. Nightpack Ambusher. Interesting. Opponent's on the backup plan. Alright. Well, here comes the wolves. Ready or not. We took out a lot of our removal for that too, which is awkward. Oh, we need a Pyre! We need a Pyre! Opponent goes beatdowns. So to go off they need what? At least 4? Oh, this isn't great. I'll play this on blue. Meddling Mage. I think what we gotta do is try to Meddling Mage Night Pack. And then Baron it. Oh, no counters? No counters. No counters. Yeah, they need 4 or 5, I think, depending on the exact combo pieces they have. If they're trying to do it with dual caster mage, then they need 5, right? South North, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not recasting that. Oh, maybe they are recasting that. Okay. Well, I don't know. How do we beat a Nightpack Ambusher? Do we beat a Nightpack Ambusher? Haktos, the uncastable. Okay, play this on Creed. Well, pass the turn. How do we cast cards like this? Whose idea was this mana? We're we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of mana, and one of them actually taps for colors that that are in Haktos's color. Oh, opponent. That is the sub game. Trying to play your pathways right. In this case, we've just drawn all blue-green ones for the most part. Opponent goes attacking. Well, we'll make a food. Ooh, opponent's playing Neoform combo. But this is game 2, so this is Neoform combo after sideboarding. Yeah, it's definitely Neoform. Well, opponent, more wolves. Maybe this is a meme or dream deck. Meme or dream. Can you ever cast a Haktos? Opponent. Yeah, we're super dead this game. Gets it, hits us. Yeah, I don't even. Can we even cast? I guess we can cast Baird off of Gilded Goose. But even that's not that good. They have the mana to pay for it. Baird, like, it could stop their combo for a turn, but it's not going to stop them. They'll just tap their mana and keep doing it. Alright. We draw. Gilded Goose. Alright, yeah. On to game 3. So I feel like this deck needs to have Pyre, basically. Like, if the deck has Pyre, it seems like it can do sweet things. The games without Pyre, as we saw there, we're just kind of full of things that we can't cast. We're just at the mercy of the magic gods as to whether or not we will actually ever resolve a spell. Haktos is apparently just a Pyre target. I mean, if you are, I don't know. Like, is Haktos that good that it's worth not being able to cast it naturally because you can get it with Pyre? I don't know. I don't know about it being that. I don't know about it being that good. At the same time, if you're gonna play 5 colors in like a bunch of double mana stuff, I don't know if there's really a way to make the mana super consistent. Like, I don't know if revising the mana base would fix. I don't know if you could revise the mana base to cast Haktos. It is a big human. I mean, Haktos isn't bad. It's not a bad card. And I mean, I guess it's just a one-of. Maybe it's like the Dryad Arbor problem where, I don't know. All right, we gotta think this through. All right, blue, white, black. All right, let's go with that. Blue, go. Maybe it's like how you always, if you put Dryad Arbor in your deck because you're planning on. If you put Dryad Arbor in your deck because you're planning on getting it with a fetch land, you always draw it, and then it gets lightning bolted and you lose. Maybe that's how Haktos is. Ancient Ziggurat gives 1 mana of any color for creature spells. Doesn't give any mana for other things else. Yeah. I wonder if that'd be worth it. Maybe. I mean, right now the deck outside of Pyre is all creature spells, so it's probably fine. Ugh. How many lands are in this deck? Well, Meddling Mage. On, I guess Nightpack Ambush. Well, oh, I don't think we beat Nightpack Ambusher, but we also don't beat the combo. All right, we'll go Ambusher first. Go attacking. If they have exactly the land in the full combo, then I guess they get us. Would Cavern of Souls be too good for Historic? I mean, I guess it depends on if you're a control player. Well, I mean, for this turn, even more lands. Well, go to combat, hit ya. I I wonder if you could also have Collected Company in this deck. Collected Company is like just such a strong card. I'll play this. Meddling Mage. On Neo form. Well, I mean, we're not doing much, but we are slowing our opponent down. Need some help. Any good way... Oh, alright, here comes the combo. Any good way to make your own Combat Celebrate a snow creature so it combos with Jorn? I'm actually not sure that there's any way to make... Is there any way in Magic to turn a non-snow creature into a snow creature? I'm not sure that there is. I don't think... Oh, I guess... Yeah, I guess the snow clone from Keldheim technically does. Alright. Well, that does it. Fair enough. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna try one more. We're gonna try one more, and then we're going to try updating this deck, and then still gonna try the Torment Hailfire deck too. Let's try one more and see. Meme or Dream Stream. Thermoflux. All right, so Thermoflux could do it. That's a lot of pieces to come together, but that would technically get it done if you can draw them all. Oh yeah, I guess that's probably the sticking point. Is that Combat Celebrate is pretty specifically... Combat Celebrate is worded in a way where it's essentially impossible to actually go infinite with it. Like, they word it in a way where it's like, there is literally no way you could ever go infinite with it. Just one with this deck on turn 3. How could this deck possibly win on turn 3? I'm curious. I didn't realize that was... I don't know. Why haven't we been winning on turn 3? I didn't realize winning on turn 3 was an option. What are we doing wrong? Hey, see you, awesome. Have a great night. Oh, opponent conceding. Yeah, that'll do it. Well, Rogue Fighter, draw a card. A little worried about 2 islands in a row. Well, get that energy. Pass the turn. Oh yeah, we're almost to the Haktos. I think this Haktos is just in our deck to mock us. Alright, bounces Rogue Fighter. I think it is. Found it. Merfolk Lord. Well, unclaimed territory. Unhuman. Rogue Fighter. Draw Mass Vandal. Pass the turn. Interesting. Merfolk with Brazen Borrower. Opponent. We got more cards in hand, but how many of them can we actually cast? That is a real question. Opponent. Comboing with Marrow Reachery. Silver Gill Adept, revealing a Branchwalker. Untapping an island for some reason, drawing a card. I mean, Marrow Reachery is a very strong card. Boot it. Tap land. And passes. Well, play this on white. Pyre of Heroes. Oh, come on now. Come on now, opponent. Well, Mass Vandal, go. Oh. Opponents. Oh, sweet mother. All right. Double Marrow Regery. And a Branch Walker. Going to tap our stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna lose now. Mills a Brazen Borrower goes attacking, no blocks. Yeah? Well, I mean, Hostage Taker is a good card. We get to get rid of a Marrow Regery. Ooh. Play this on, I guess, white, so there's some chance that we eventually cast a Haktos. Doug Geo, welcome. Yeah, Merfolk is not really a deck that is commonly played in Historic. Doug Geo. Really? All right, well, block here. I mean, I don't know if it's a case of Merfolk being good or our deck not believing in being able to cast things. Yeah, all right. Oh boy. Oh, never trust Platinum Mythic Rank player. If there's one thing we've learned from Memer Dream, never trust Platinum/Mythic Ranked player. We once again fell into the trap. It wiggles! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, Marrow Regery is a legit card. Like, Marrow Regery essentially just makes, two of them especially, just makes all your stuff free. And free spells are traditionally very powerful. Oh, those Brazen Borrowers. Those Brazen Borrowers. Alright, we'll play first. Well, we have a Pyre of Heroes. And this time we're on the play, so our opponent's not going to be able to counter it. And the good games we've had with this deck have all involved Pyre of Heroes. Like, when we have a Pyre of Heroes, the deck can actually do interesting things. When we don't have Pyre of Heroes, whew, our deck does pretty much nothing. Like, even casted spells. Alright, well, Pyre of Heroes actually down. Pass the turn. Oh my god. Well, if they packed, we're okay with that. We can deal with the pact. Opponent. Botanical Sanctum. And I mean, this is still probably tough, because we're not a removal-heavy deck. Opponent. Reading. Alright. Draws another Brazen Borrower. I'll play either play Pyre of Heroes. Mass Vandal. Pass the turn. I mean, Pyre is about the only... I mean, it is the card that makes the deck work, so if we don't have Pyre, our deck doesn't do much of anything. There's no way Haktos should be in this deck. We are going to update after this game, and I swear to you... Why are you tapping our real mana? I swear to you we will take it out. I promise. I promise. Alright, sack this. Upvote it. It's so bad. Let's Renegade Rallier. Get back Mass Vandal. Land on black, pass the turn. Yeah, we're really good at running Haktos. Somehow. Hey, what's up, Javel Darren? How are you? Opponent, run it out, Brazen Borrower. Sure. Passes. Sacking Rallier to get Hostage Taker, to take Brazen Borrower, to be able to Petty Thief seems really good. Yeah, Renegade Rallier is one of the sweeter things this deck. Oh, no. Oh, opponent needs a creature in their graveyard, though, for this to do anything. Alright, so we're good. We're fine. You go infinite... Wait. Renegade Rallier is a sick card. I've been running an Abzan Citadel with all the aristocrats. Go infinite with one copy of Kaya's Ghost Form and Woe Strider. That sounds sweet. Now, block the speaker. Down to 15. Opponent. Land. Passes. Oh. Oh, we were supposed to make a... Slight mistake. Slight mistake. Well, we will sack Renegade Rallier. Yeah, we should have made a food there. Hostage Taker. Take the Brazen Borrower. No blue mana. Play this on white. Aurelios. Yeah, Old Border Hollowood, super sweet. Haktos is here to sit in our hand forever. Found at Wizard's Retort, sure. No attacks. Opponent. Oh, alright. Boy, opponent's been really, really good at drawing these Brazen Borrowers. Really good. Well, we gotta kill this. The problem is we want a Petty Thief, right? Can we... Yeah? Maybe we can cast the Petty Thief half. I guess, yeah, I don't know. I've never had that situation before. Well, Hostage Taker again. Get the Brazen Borrower. Gilded Goose. Might perhaps someday allow us to cast this Haktos so it can chump attack into a Merfolk. Magic, the game where it search for greatness doesn't search anything, Summoner's Pact doesn't summon anything, and 15 squirrels takes down an Eldritch Horror. Okay. Now what? Well, I guess it's time. I guess it's time for Haktos. Please do not spin 2. Please, Haktos. Okay, well, it just gets countered, so I guess that is acceptable. Oh, pass the turn. See, Merfolk looking a little more tame here with without double Marrow Regery going. Oh, we actually cast it, but it didn't matter. Opponent plays a tap land, goes to combat. Gets in with a flyer. Sure, down to 10. Well, make a food. Maja. How many wizards? Alright. Pass the turn. Woo! Boy, that Merfolk deck is playing a lot of wizard counterspells, isn't it? Oh, congratulations, Suzuki. Silvergill, revealing a trickster. Draws a card. Regery off the tizzy. Big attack. Well, we will kill the Kumana speaker. Down to 7. I'll play this on human. Tapping of detention. Man, this... Wow, this deck is so bad. Get rid of the Brazen Borrowers, I guess. Play Baird. Pass the turn. Woo! Hey, what's up, brother Mike? How are you? Yeah, we played some 5-color incarnation pretty recently. It definitely can do some fun things. Hey, what's up, Grateful Dead? Good to see ya. Ponent, Trickster, Tap Stuff. About it. Another Trickster. Sure. Wow. Yeah, this deck is amazingly bad. Oh. Well, this week, what did we learn this week on Bieber Dream? I still have not figured out those lists Wizards publish. I still haven't. I still haven't figured out how it's possible. I still just haven't figured out what how so many decks like this are apparently just getting 6 wins in a row at a high rank, which is kind of crazy. Huh. This deck. So there's got to be. All right. Let's look at specifically 5-drop humans. I imagine that the ones we have, like Kenrith, if you're playing 5 colors, why wouldn't you have Kenrith over Maja? So that's an easy one. Chulane actually seems way better than the cards that are actually in our deck, like Samet. Not sure what Samet's actually does. So there are some good. I think we're on Rare and Mythic. There are some good 5-drop humans. We're just playing playing the ones that are perhaps less good. Cloud Blazer's a human? Why are we playing Cloud Blazer? There's so many good ones we could be playing. What about 6-drops? Are there good 6-drop humans? That's not technically a human. So 6-drop slot, I mean, I guess Lena is okay, but not super exciting. So 6 is pretty weak. Haktos definitely got to get cut. Haktos is bleh. What about 4-drop humans? What are the best 4-drop humans? Mangara might be okay. Ooh. Ranger of Eos is reasonable. Ranger of Eos. Is this going to be Legendary Human Tribal? Kravik's probably worth having in the sideboard at least. Kravik seems good against goblins. Anything else? Mingara, probably not bad in the sideboard. Yeah, it could be worth considering for the sideboard. Atris is not bad. Joyra is cool, but you don't really want to sack it. Ooh, Captain Sisay. Captain Sisay seems sweet. Legend. Maybe there's a way to make this. Maybe there's a way to make this deck sweet, and we just weren't doing it. And now we can also make the mana cost less ridiculous. Like, there's no reason we don't need red mana. Ancient Ziggurat. Wait. Oh, all right. Ancient Ziggurat seems good. So get rid of these silly pathways. Ancient Ziggurat's in. Are there more lands that just tap for any color that are worth considering? Sodrak, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Command Tower. We are basically playing a commander deck. All right, so maybe pathways are still fine. Because we do need untapped green mana on turn 1 with this mana base. And then we just play green. We play all the 5-color lands we can. And then we play green, blue, green, white, no green, red, green, black. And I guess we need white most? Something like that? This actually... I mean, my concern about shocking is we could play some shock lands. But I don't think we want to do 10 shock lands. Well, maybe it's fine. Historic can be pretty aggressive. That would be my only concern. Is if we go too deep on shock lands, we might hurt ourselves too much against aggro, but we can probably play at least some. I do think Ancient Ziggurat goes a long ways. Maybe something like that. Let's try this. Let's just try it. We made some changes. We got rid of Haktos. At least we got rid of Haktos. I mean, we only have, what, 4 artifacts? The only thing with World Tree is I feel like our deck's a little too aggressive. I don't think we're planning on getting to 6 lands very often. I guess we could play 1 in like a forest slot, but that would be my only concern, is I don't imagine we're going to actually get to 6 mana much. Well, 1 land, no keep. Alright. All the mana dorks in the entire world, none of the humans. Oh. Hey, your Haktos deck looks fun. Kind of a protection deck. Yeah, Tulane is sweet. Well, where else go? I mean, Tulane is absolutely sweet. Insane Crusties! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super here for you. Well, even if we get to 6 mana, we have to technically get to 6 lands, remember, not just 6 mana. I'll play this, play this. Play this. I don't think we play the last goose. I think we want a Tulane goose start drawing cards. Why don't we play more Tulades? Like, why is Tulane not a thing? Righteous Valkyrie. Sure. Well, Tulane. Ziggurat. Gildagoose. Draw a card. Ooh, Kenrith. Put that land into play. Okay. Okay. Alright. Give us that food. Pass the turn. Ranger finds us geese, and geese find us cards with Tulane. About it. More Righteous Valkyries. Yeah. And passes. Well, Kenrith. Draw a card. Put a land into play. Llanowar Elves. Draw a card. Put a land into play. Trample and Haste. Smack ya. I mean, this went way better than the last game. Are we going to win? I don't know. But we're actually doing... Maybe we should just be a Tulane deck. Maybe we forget about all this silliness. Maybe we're just Tulane with Panharmonicon instead of humans with Pyre. Or maybe we're Tulane, Panharmonicon, and Pyre, and then we have 8 artifacts, then we play Spire of Industry, and then our man is insane. Maybe that's how this deck is supposed to be. Yeah, Winona's bad. I mean, because Tulane's sweet. We're like going off... I think that's the problem. I think we figured out the problem with this. The problem with this is we just don't have enough... We don't have enough Panharmonicons. We don't have enough Panharmonicons. Tulanes and Cloud Blazers. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Sure. Opponent. Oh, no way! Really? Wow. That was exactly what they needed to actually turn their stuff on. Oh. Alright. Well, fair enough. Opponent. Yeah, lithoform is sweet. It's just so expensive. No. Oh, we can't do that. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we can't just die, so... Down to 6. Well, play a Gilded Goose, draw a card. Pyre of Heroes. That does literally nothing. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, let's build the real version of this deck. Forget about all this stupidness. Like, all this... I don't know who built this. It's horrible. It's a horrible idea. But... I mean, not a horrible idea, but the deck just doesn't actually work. But Chulane is sweet. Panharmonicon sweet. We're playing the exact wrong cards. All right, let's pretend all this silliness is not actually a thing. Get rid of these Massacre Girls. Get rid of all this mana. Blah, blah, blah. Get rid of... All right. Get rid of a... Jeez. Acolyte of Affliction. Captain Sisay. Ranger Captain. Renegade Rallier. Mass Vandal. Bring in Chulane. The only thing is, I almost feel like we need to stay in black to some extent. I kind of feel like we need to stay in black to some extent. Well, maybe not. Like, do we have enough removal is the question. If we drop black, are we just gonna instantly die because we don't have... Are we just going to instantly die because we don't have removal? Because Hostage Shaker is really good with Panharmonicon. I kind of feel like we want to keep a little bit of black at least. So draws cards, bounces. Aurelios is probably too cute for... Human enters battlefield. I mean, it has to be... Remember, it has to be humans... Ooh, Charming Prince is perfect. Remember, it has to be removal that's attached to a human, though. It has to be removal that's attached to a human body. Sigarda. I mean, I guess that kind of is, but it doesn't work with Pyre at all. I mean, we can just keep Hostage Taker. Hostage Taker does feel pretty good. Sigrid. Yeah, Sigrid, though, the timing restriction, if it just got rid of something, it would be worth considering. But the timing restriction means it doesn't actually work with Pyre of Heroes, like, at all. So I don't think we can play non-humans, or else we can't play Pyre. But I don't think we can be... I don't think we can play Pyre and then play non-human removal spells, unfortunately. Champion of Lambholt. When a creature with power less... creatures with power less than its power can't block. When a creature enters the battlefield, put a counter on it. Personal Enthusiast! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super here for you. Thank you. Only one Cloud Blazer. Probably need... How many lands are in this deck? 17? Oh, that's the greediest thing I've ever heard. There's no way we can play 17 lands. Even with the Mana Dorks. No. That is not going to. That is not going to work. All right. So let's go down these acquisitions experts. Let's go down a couple of plague crafters. Go down a General Kudrow. Thalia's to the sideboard. And then Pathway, I guess. Another pathway. Another pathway. Another pathway. Triome. Inditha. And Zagreth. And then we have 22 lands. Hey, what's up, Miss Nave? How are you? How about this? It's pretty removal light. It's pretty light on removal. It does have the hostage takers and barons, I guess. But Tulane, it's gonna draw cards. It's gonna draw us cards for days. I mean, we have 8 dorks. I don't think we're gonna take the dorks out. Yeah, I'm actually on the fence about Pyre. I kind of want one more Panharmonicon. I feel like if we play... maybe we play 2 Chilanes, since we can Pyre into it. 7 artifacts is still scat. Let's try it like this. I don't know about Spire of Industries. That might be a bridge too far. All right. I think this is my dream version. We've got there. I mean, it was a day when Old Border Panharmonicon was spoiled. How can we not play? How can we not play some Panharmonicon? We're still gonna try the Torment of Hailfire deck. Oh, we still have Pyre. I think Pyre's actually sweet in the deck because it can find our pieces and then trigger them with Panharmonicon. Alright, sure. I mean, we can draw some cards. We'll see. Our opponent's Yarioning, but... so, remember, we're Pyrophiros humans, so it's not just a Panharmonicon deck. If we didn't care about creature types, then I would be much more interested in, like, Thassa's and a lot of other stuff. But because we're also trying to be Pyre humans... I think that, to some extent, limits what we want to play. Ooh. Well, Pathway. Actually, let's just Ziggurat. Well, we could draw Pyre. All right, Pathway. Gilded Goose. Honk, honk. Go, go. Our TSR spoiler's over. I am not 100% sure. Today, I believe, is the last full day of spoilers. Whether or not that means they're done already, I haven't actually seen the number crunch or anything. Ooh. Well, Panharmonicon could be good in the future. Opponent. Oh! Well, at least it's not our Old Border Panharmonicon. At least it's not the Old Border one. Oh, okay. Panharmonicon down. About it. Land. Well, let's just Ziggurat. Rogue Refiner, draw a card. Go attacking. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a land. Demonic Pact. Interesting. Huh. Well, go to combat. Attack, attack. Pyre of Heroes. Baron. Oh. Just kidding. I don't know why I thought that goose could make us mana. Pass the turn. Here comes the Demonic Pact. Yeah, we changed the list a little bit. Mind Stone. The original list, oh my goodness. Hey. It was pretty annoying and frustrating. Oh, Baron. Mount Skyclave. Get a 2/2. Hit ya. Down to 9. Land on blue. Pass the turn. Opponent's got to do something. Like, this Demonic Pact is slowly ticking down. Opponent's going to make us discard. Well, let's see. That is many modes chosen, right? About it. Gonna get the Arion. Trial of Ambition. I'll make a food. Sack the goose. Hostage taker. Take the Mind Stone. Play the Mind Stone. Hit ya. Down to 2. Okay. Okay, opponent draws a couple of cards, draws a card. But they're at 2. Even if they blink it, they die, right? They need a literal wrath. They need a wrath. Come on. Yeah! Okay, there we go. Okay, that felt much better. That was much better. Whew. I think we're doing it. The secret's Panharmonicon. That's always the secret. Add the Panharmonicons and your deck gets better. So, what, hey, how are you, Dogamith? So, what are you most excited about from Time Style Remastered? Are there any of the old border cards that you're particularly excited about for Commander or, yeah, Modern, Legacy, whatever formats? All right, so do some trimming. All right, let's try something like that. Ooh, what are you brawling in, Mize? Are you playing like Modern Store? Play a Commander? Yeah, there are some really good Artifact reprints for sure. Artifact and Multicolor is where all the value of the set is. Wait, is the non-foil Ponder selling for $50? Whew. I didn't realize it was that expensive. That's absurd. Well, play this. Hong Kong. Pass the turn. Oh, for Phoenix too? That makes sense. Wow. I didn't notice the pre-order price on that Ponder. That's insane. I did not realize it was that expensive. Well, playing this on Human. Thalia. Go. So the old border cards are all the same rarity. They're kind of just their own special rarity, essentially. Well, Triumph. Hit ya. I mean, the good news is our mana's felt a lot better. Our mana's felt way smoother. Booted. Wow, just running it out. Sure. I'll make a food. Just kidding. Our mana felt way smoother, unless we want to make a food with Gilded Goose. That it feels a lot worse again. About it. Blinks. Sure. Well, play this on green. Yeah, I mean, we're going to run out Tulane. Make them kill it if they can. If not, then Tulane is so much value. I kind of wanted to Tulane when we could... Yeah. I wanted to Tulane and immediately cast a creature, but opponent gets and hits us. Yeah. Unclaimed territory. Human. Kenrith. D-Spark. Opponent is playing some interesting cards. Have not seen many D-Sparks. Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing about it. Treacherous Blessing. Drawing some cards. And passes. Play the land. Go to combat. Attack. Well, Alright, we'll just attack. Opponent takes it down to 11. I'll pass the turn. Alright, opponent, you need something good. Yeah, Tulane is pretty doom foretold. Interesting. I don't know if that's good enough. Opponent, passing. Shepherd of the Flock, down to 9. Well, let's draw a card. More lands. Untap. Sack a goose. Pyre of Heroes. Well, let's Ether Hub. Go to combat. Attack. Oh, opponent. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. Counter. So put a counter on it. Kill both. Ugh. Is it worth keeping Kenrith alive? It seems risky. The problem is they also have this Doom Foretold going still. Alright, let's do this. Hit our opponent to 7. Kill both creatures. Mask Vandal. Get rid of the Doom Foretold. Pyre of Heroes. Go. Chromium Jones, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Opponent. More Doom Foretolds. Down to 6. Sack Mass Vandal. Go to combat. Hit ya. Oh, it's going to be sweet. Then we get to Pyre of Heroes. Sack Thalia. Get Renegade Rallier. Get Backmass Vandal. Okay, we got the lines. Get rid of Doom Foretold. We are not getting Doom Foretold. Yeah, out of here. Get rid of Thalia. Mr. Second Amendment. 7 months. And 7 is my lucky number. Super sad I don't get to stick around tonight. Stupid work. Well, good to see you for a minute, Mr. Second Amendment. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. And then Baron. Pick up the Masked Vandal. Alright, opponent eliminates. Well, Llanowar Elves. And go. Alright, opponent! You're running out of spells to cast. We've dealt with your Doom Foretold. Yeah, we're going to bounce the Vandal, replay and get rid of the Mind Stone, but opponent had the removal spell. Opponent just can't cast many more spells, though. Opponent is losing to their Treacherous Blessing because we're keeping the Doom Foretold off the battlefield. Oh, now imagine that same line with a Panharmonicon on the battlefield. Imagine that. Hey, thank you. And opponent scoops it up, and that felt way smoother. Okay. Okay. Panharmonicon, it is a secret. Oh, did any of you listen to the Commander Clash podcast? We'll do another game, and then we'll try the Hailfire deck. But yeah, we're gonna do the Hailfire deck shortly. But probably do one more game with this. Yeah, what did you think? Any feedback? Any feedback on that? All right, I'm gonna export this deck list real quick so y'all can see the beauty of Panharmonicon. And we'll do one more humans match, and then we'll try the equally janky Torment Hailfire deck. Hopefully it works. It'd be sweet to... I have not gotten anyone with Torment Hailfire in Historic. Dogga Myth with the gifts up to Panharmonicon. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big Coop cheer. Hey, thank you, a Braid Light. Yeah, sounds good. We got a Pyre. No Panharmonicon, but a Pyre's good. Love the Clash and Banner. Always a little sad Tomer was on the normal cast, so it was an awesome treat. Sweet. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Hey, what's up, Squirrel Desk? Good to see you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on CDH and if you do more CDH games. Ooh, well, I'm sure we'll do some more CDH games at some point. I don't... Personally, I tend to think of CDH as, like, its own thing. More or less separated from the rest of Commander. Maybe that's not the right way to look at it, but that's how I personally tend to view it. Let's Pyre. Go. Opponent. Welcome to the Fishbowl, Wiley. For the second month, thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. In my game that I lost, I made 237 tokens. Does that count as a loss, even if I did a cool thing? But my opponent beat me by drawing a ton of cards. Ooh, opponent's going aggro. Aggro. Well, Charming Prince. Gain 3. Ziggurat. Llanowar Elves. Go. But opponents just, whew, they're getting frisky. Embercleave. Is the Torment deck one that Riley Knight played earlier today? I have no idea. It's one that comes from Platinum Mythic rank player. So, if Riley got it from Platinum Mythic rank player, then potentially. Yeah. I don't think it's that bad against aggro, but I do think it is. I do think it is worse when we are on the draw of our opponent. No. Embercleave is just a messed up Magic card. Oh, Embercleave. Jakester! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have to turn you down, my... don't take it personally, my boss wants me to listen on this meeting. She's being really rude. Well, Squirrel Nest. By all means, please do not get fired from your job for the stream. I do appreciate the dedication, though. Oh, Embercleave. Yeah, Embercleave it's real good. I'm kinda surprised it hasn't It hasn't really made it back to Modern at this point. I wonder if it could. I think the problem is, like, in Modern is so much faster that the aggro decks mostly play really small creatures. So if you're playing an aggro deck, you mostly have a lot of like 2/2s and 1/2s, and then Embercleave is not as frightening. Trying to play like questing beasts and stuff, that's good, but then you're usually more mid range and you don't need the equipment. So I don't know. Why would Embercleave see play when Temur Battle Rage exists? I mean, I think if you put Temur Battle Rage in Standard, I think like a pretty high percentage of decks would still just play Embercleave. Celamus! Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub! Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, don't you think most decks would still play Embercleave? I would assume that Embercleave is just like in Modern, where efficiency is so valued, then I would tend to agree. Like in Modern, you probably play Temur Battle Rage in most decks. But in Standard, I'm actually not sure what would come out on top. Any thoughts? Do you have any thoughts on episode 1 of the Commander Clash podcast being how to avoid aggro for Tomer? Well, Tomer is the one that came up with the theme for the podcast, so I guess that's my take. Tomer, I thought he was trying to make content for all of you, but maybe it was just a way to get us to talk to about how not to get a archenemy. And then he just had to post it live to cover his tracks. What is your IQ, if I may ask? I don't know. I've never had like a official IQ test. According to a survey I took online, one of those find out your IQs, they had 200 or something. But I think that those are incredibly questionable. It probably wasn't really 200. I think those online IQ tests, though, like always say that you have like a ridiculously high IQ. So I remember taking one like a long time ago because I don't even remember why I took it, but I put like zero weight in what online IQ tests surveys say. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was actually. I think whatever the online IQ test said, it was a good score, and it was like, you're a genius or whatever. But my impression is it just like says that to to everyone. Like you could probably get all the questions as wrong as possible, and it'd still be like, you're a genius. Give us like $10 and we'll send you a certificate. So I assume I assume that it's a scam. Play a land and Charming Prince. Scry. Ooh, Ugh. Alright, we'll keep Cloudblazer. It gains its life. Chulane to the bottom for now, past the turn. Even though the MTG podcast has come back on Spotify, some recent episodes appear to be missing. Yes, we're still not exactly sure what happened to cause the podcast go off of Spotify. Still trying to figure out the details. So, like, for some reason, my guess is, and I don't know this for sure, but my guess is it somehow got messed up when we were putting the Commander Clash podcast on. I don't know why that would mess it up, but that would be my guess. That somehow messed it up, and then we had to like get in contact with customer service at Spotify, and then they like are fixing it, but it's still not all back yet. Some episodes are still missing, so they're still supposed to be fixing it. So it is supposed to keep going back to normal. But what are the prices to advertise on the podcast? Ooh, Daddy Jizzles, you'd have to ask Richard. I actually don't know. That's Richard's end of thing. Any like financial stuff, you'd have to send Richard a message, and he'd be able to let you know. But I actually don't know what the going rate is for advertising. Oh, something else people ask about the Commander Clash podcast. It does not Oh. Oh. It does not replace Commander Clash. Like, it does not replace Commander Clash. A few people ask me this. Like, just because there's a Commander Clash podcast, that's not replacing the Commander Clash episode for the week. So when there's a Commander Clash podcast, there'll be Commander Clash podcast early in the week, and then Commander Clash later in the week. Unless it's like a between season thing, but it's not a either or thing. The podcast is just like bonus Commander content. So it's not taking away from Commander gameplay. Orno Rampage, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. We're gonna die. And now we're seeing the problem with one of my favorite cards, which, as sweet as Panharmonicon is, in matchups like this, you just can't take off the turn. Oh, God. You just can't, how do you take off a turn without dying against a deck like this? It's not something you can do. Like, there's just not time to get Panharmonicon on the battlefield. So, while Panharmonicon is very powerful on the battlefield, one of the drawbacks is, games like this happen against aggro in specific. Mr. Fakos for the 25th month. Well, we draw land finally. Welcome so much to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Cloud Blazer. But I feel like we're fighting a battle that we just can't win here. Like, this hits us to 6. We have to chump block. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think that we definitely made the deck way better than it was before. Hey, what's up, Village? Like, do not play the original version. Play it for fun. But if you're thinking about like ranking up, or you see and you're like, whoa, 6 wins in a row. No, no, do not be fooled by Platinum Mythic Rank player. The original version. You can't cast your Rakdos. That's the biggest takeaway. I think this version functions a lot better. I mean, we did lose to aggro on the draw, which, it's probably going to happen. Whether or not it's worth it to limit yourself to humans, I think that's the big question about Pyre of Heroes. Like, that's what it always comes down to is it worth the restriction? Like, Birthing Pod, part of what makes it powerful is you can Birthing Pod into anything. With Pyre of Heroes, it's just as powerful at tutoring up creatures as Birthing Pod, but you do have a much bigger restriction. So we want to play like Ravenous Chupacabra for removal, which is great with Panharmonicon. Not a human, so you can't do it with Pyre of Heroes. So I'm actually not sure. I feel like it's a very, very, very difficult card to build around because of how narrow it is. Like, sure, on one hand, you don't have a ton of choices, so you're just going to have to play what exists. But I think the choice is a power of Pyre of Heroes worth cutting cards that you want to play out of your deck because you got to have the creature types matter. So we will see. But Panharmonicon version definitely felt a lot smoother than the first version, which, boy, that deck was not good at casting its spells. Alright, so back into full-on Jake mode. This is another one from everyone's favorite Platinum Mythic Rank player. So it's Torment and Hailfire. That's all it is. It's Torment and Hailfire. I guess you'd consider it like mono black control, essentially. But really, if you look at this deck, removal, Wrath, removal, Thoughtseize, 8 card draw spells in the 2-drop slot, Torment and Hailfire, Cabal Stronghold to hopefully make more mana for Torment and Hailfire. That is it. We are never going to kill our opponent unless we can get enough mana to Torment of Hailfire them to death. Like, that is literally the only way this deck is going to win. Sideboard, more removal, more discard, some combo hate, but no other win conditions. Like, this deck is fully, completely, truly 100% in on Torment of Hailfire. Yeah, that's something I was wondering too. Like, is it so? More card draw seems good. That's my biggest concern with this deck is we will run out of card draw. And when we run out of card draw, we'll run out of removal. When we run out of removal, we'll die to our opponent's threats. So something like Castle Lochwain seems like it could be really good in the deck. The question is where Cabal Stronghold deck is taking swamps out of our deck and diminishing our ramp plan for Torment and Hailfire. Is it worth it? How big does our Torment need to be? If we went down to like 18 swamps and 3 Castle Lochwains, are Cabal Stronghold still going to be good enough? That's the question. So I think our plan's going to be I think Turgid could be a sweet sideboard card for sacrifice. Although I think the problem is, I mean, we got to be casting Torment for lethal. Like, since it's our only win condition, I don't think we can cast it for just like a little bit for value. All right, deck list updated. Yeah, I mean, all right, well, okay, well, we won't go deep on castles. We'll add in, let's go 2 castles for now. 2 castles, we'll give it a shot, see how it goes, and then we can update as necessary. But let's see, I mean, Torment and Hailfire is one of the sweetest cards to kill people with. Like, it is one of the most unique win conditions. Is Ob Nixilis in Historic? The Uncommon War the Spark one, but the card draw one is not, I don't believe. Adding Snow Mana might just work. What's the upside of Snow Mana, though? Like, what do we get for it? Ooh, Tiny Bones Turgid sounds fun. I played Turgid, I played Tiny Bones. I have not put them together yet. Green Black can include Nyx Blue. Yeah, so this is definitely a deck that is, well, I'm glad we got this Castle Lochwain. This is definitely a deck that is trying to control the game and ramp slowly, rather than a deck that's trying to ramp quickly and use lighter control. So we're trying to win with Torment, I would say, in the late game, rather than trying to like aggro turbo ramp it out. Whether or not that's a good plan or a bad plan, Dead of Winter would be absolutely bonkers in Historic. Dead of Winter is I still am the biggest believer in the snow cards. Like, I still think the snow cards are like really, really, really strong, and people have just not woke up to it yet. Like Glacial Revelation, Dead of Winter, Abominable Tree Folk. I know, don't laugh, but seriously, I think Abominable Tree Folk is like busted. I'm a Fingo. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Hey, Faceless Haven, thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. I mean, anything with a Castle Lochwain and a treasure map and manas. I actually kind of like this hand. Like, if it's aggro, that could be an issue, but I kind of like the... Ooh, there's Torment. Well, get rid of that. Oh, this might be... I think Krim just played an Abzan counter deck for Historic 101 today. This might be pretty similar. Gonna need to hit our Ras, I guess. Well, play a land. Treasure map. I also wonder if we should just have real Ras. Like, we have a couple of extinction events. Maybe we should just be playing, like, Blood on the Snow or something like that. Ooh, Jorn with Expansion Explosion. That sounds sweet. Hey, what's up, Mr. Greater Good? Yeah, oh boy. These things are going to get real big real quick. Well, let's scry. Well, we'll keep it. Eliminate helps. Unless they have the protection spell, then we're going to be in trouble. Yeah, that's something, at least in the sideboard for aggro decks. Trying to just 1-for-1 seems risky in some matchups. Yeah, you could go Blood on the Snow, Snow-Covered Swamps. Ooh, Skred would be stronger than a lot of the removal that they've been putting into Historic. But I actually really... I'm really worried if Snakeskin Veil. You know what, I think Krim just played... Is this Krim's deck? Is this, like, literally Krim's deck? Oh. Not literally Krim's deck. Okay. Ooh... It's not going to get any better. I guess we just... Okay. If they had Snakeskin Veil there, I think we just lose. So I'm glad they did not. Waste not super fun. Waste not would have been a cool old border card. All right, so opponent appears to have Coco. Well, let's scry. Into. Yeah, we're gonna need. We need a lot of mana for Torment to be lethal. It's a big ask. All right, to the bottom. Take 2. Well, scry. Flip. Okay, Murderous Rider, I guess. At least it is removal. Swap. What other card draw is there that we could play? Is there any other good card draw options? Pass the turn. There's the Coco. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, God. Jeez, Louis. All right. Okay, so first impression, we probably need Wraths. 1-for-1 seems tough. We have Maze Mind's Tome already. We have Maze Mind's Tome and Treasure Map. Maybe the problem is not that we need more card draw. It might just be that we need some 2-for-1s. Because we've had removal, like, how many removal spells have we cast? 3 removal spells? The problem is our opponent just keeps having cards that put multiple cards on the battlefield. So if we try to 1-for-1 when our opponent's 2-for-1ing, we just don't get anywhere. Yeah, alright. Hey! Alright, let's see. Are there rests in the sideboard of this deck? Ew, horrible ones. Well, okay. Perilous Vault. That technically is kind of like a Wrath. I mean, I guess we have Extinction Event. I mean, I guess that is a Wrath. Alright, well, bring in the Perilous Vault for more Wrath action. No. Maybe? Fatal Push does seem like it kills a lot. And then go down. Maybe just a Thought Seizes. Thought Seize is good, but all of our opponent's cards seem pretty redundant. Yeah, Cry is good, but I don't think we can Cry against the counter deck. Their stuff is just too big. Heartless Act. I mean, I think Heartless Act is okay. We gotta get the timing right. Most of their stuff doesn't enter the battlefield with counters. They gain counters. So I feel like, well, alright. No card draw, but we got removal, so we're not gonna get the insta-loss. And we do have a Cabal Stronghold for ramp. Is Perilous Vault a good card? I don't know if I say that. It is a card that Ugin's probably, sadly, the right choice. That's definitely the right choice. No. Oh, that's always the right choice, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think Ugin is probably it. About it. Well, kill you. But can we bring ourselves to be a Dirty Ugin player? That's the question. Yeah, I think Bandu's Last Reckoning is in the format. Oh, quick reminder as we're playing this game that our sponsor this evening is Card Kingdom. And maybe you need some magical cards from Time Star Remastered or whatever. You get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. I actually kind of want to see... We'll look at this later. I kind of want to see the old border. The prices on the old border cards. Are they listed as special? They are. Price. High to low. Alright. Oh, they did... They did bring in Snakeskin Veil. Well, Fatal Push those. Play a land. Card draw. All right, so the most expensive that they have of normals are 60. Punter is 50. Man, the foils are going to be so much. Most places haven't even listed the foils, and from what I've seen them saying, it's because they don't know if there's going to be enough supply. Like, they don't want to price them because they don't know if they're going to open enough of them to sell them. Like, I saw SCG saying that. About it. What about Ulamog or Eldrazi? I wonder if more Eldrazi in Historic would be good. Well, kill the ooze. I mean, our 1-for-1 plan is working, but we're also running out of removal. So, we're going to need to find some card draw. We're going to need some card draw to refill the hand. We've stopped things so far, but if our opponent can find, like, a Coco, we're getting low on removal, which is scary. Ooh, Old Brother Grenzo's sweet. Ooh, alright. Opponent does find a Coco. 2 Pellet Collectors. And passes more lands. Well, go attacking. Down to 16. Not enough mana yet. We need some more mana about it. Oh yeah, this is exactly what we talked about. That we can 1-for-1, but then eventually we're gonna run out of removal if we don't find card draw. And once that happens, oh jeez, yeah, this is exactly what we said. Like, word for word, exactly it. Well, this is our only pseudo chance, and I don't even think this is a realistic chance. Ugh. Yeah. Well, we found a treasure map. We just found it way too late. Alright, pass the turn. Yeah, that's exactly what we thought would happen. What would be some sweet cards? I mean, I really want Battlewits. I think Battlewits would be super sweet. I mean, I guess our opponent also arguably got, 2 Cocos in a row is not bad running on our opponent's part. Yeah. Well, scry with treasure map. I mean, I guess Faraska's Contempt technically sort of keeps us alive for a turn. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent attempts. Oh, I mean, Thought-Knot-Seer is worse than... I think Thought-Knot-Seer is definitely, in a vacuum, worse than Thoughtseize. I guess we should have done this earlier. Opponent attacks. We got a chump. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Either we get an extinction event or we're dead either way. Oh, I think I would be surprised if... What? Oh, they trample. That's right. So we were dead no matter what we did. Oh, jeez. Well, let's try another one. That is basically what we worried about with the deck. I wonder, so do you think it's actually possible... Do you think it's actually possible to get enough mana to win with it? I mean, we have the extinction events. I think, sadly, the... Wow, alright. I think, sadly, the right choice is almost certainly Ugin, if the goal is to win. But then I think the problem is, one of the things that drew me to this deck is the super ultra jank level of trying to your only possible, well, I guess outside of Murderous Rider, but your only win condition being Torment and Hailfire. That's a really janky plan. That's not a like, okay, I'm playing a real deck, but I have a Torment for fun. That's a, I'm gonna get you a Torment and Hailfire, and if I don't get you a Torment and Hailfire, I'm going down with the ship. Captaining, hey, what's up, Donos? Captaining the Torment of Hailfire ship and going down with it if necessary. Oh. Well, there goes the card draw that we desperately needed. Well, yeah, Swamp, go. A World Tree Golos deck. Yeah, there's a lot of... There's quite a few 5-color Golos decks around. I mean, it's definitely sweet to be able to spin the Golos wheel for sure. Well, hopefully all's going well, Tanos. Thoughtseize number 2. Yeah. Opponent. Well, we'll pass the turn. Probably gonna go up more Castle Lockwains. The deck's it's gotta have card draw. Like, if we don't have card draw, it doesn't work. Opponent gonna get a Lurrus. Extinction Event. Go. Opponent. Yeah. So I think the other thing is we're trying to avoid anything that can actually win the game. Duskly Zealot would probably be fine. But that's kind of like part of the gimmick. Onakaxa Croxa. We kill the Lurrus. Should have been able to get out of that with no Croxa, but Arena isn't set up that way. Hey, what's up, Munzies? How are you? Opponent plays a land, but Solemn could win a game. Opponent gets back Croxa. Discard Torment of Hailfire. Sure. Opponent. Okay, goes to their second main phase for some reason. Can it be Bard? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we found some card draw finally, which is nice. Opponent. Why are they not getting back Croxa? I'm not clear on why they're not getting Croxa back. Well, we got removal 4 days. Opponent. We would like some lands, actually. Lemonade does not exile. Thankfully, Vraska's Contempt does. Stitcher Supplier to mill some cards. Opponent. Do you think Wizards will abandon Pioneer coming to Arena if, upon Paper's return, they have a season for it? It kind of forces it to be alive in that aspect. I think it would be a shame to kill it off. Yeah, I mean, at this point, they still make it sound. Last we heard that it's going to be coming to Arena. Alright, opponent has Village Rights to draw cards. Well, we draw a Swamp past the turn. I've been playing your Historic Gruul Pummeler deck. I've been having a blast with it. Might build the Aetherworks deck next, go full on Kaladesh. Ooh, that sounds super fun. That sounds like a great idea about it. Well, we will eliminate Dreadhorde. Oh, I got another one? Oh, we're getting so out card drawn. Oh, boy. Another Crocs. Okay. Sure. This is not the easy life. Thoughtseize our opponent. take a claim to fame, but we can't beat Croxa. Day in Wildfire! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super review. Try to convince Crib to give my Riku deck of spin. He hates green, but I'm pitching it is it Spellslinger with Rap? I bet he'd like it if he gave it a shot. It seems like Krim has come around a little bit on green recently, so if you had to guess, when will Commander come to Arena? I think that Commander coming to Arena is a pretty firm never, sadly. But from everything Wizards has said, it's not in the cards. I don't think that Arena has the capability to have Commander. Like, I don't think that. So there's two big issues. So issue number one is Arena isn't built to have Commander. Like, it's not built to support multiplayer. So that's like probably the biggest sticking point. They just didn't build it to support multiplayer. Hey, see you, Lucid. Enjoy the Zoom. So that's number one. The problem number two is, I think that what makes Commander fun for most people is the fact that you play all kinds of different decks and cards. So the problem is, let's say they did somehow get by the first hurdle of not being able to support multiplayer. The problem is for it to actually be Commander-y, they need to add 27 years worth of Magic cards. Because a lot of what makes Commander enjoyable is like, oh, here's this weird card that I can't play in any other format. If they just like added multiplayer and were like, okay, Commander's on Arena, but it's like a couple of standard sets, I don't think that would actually appeal to many Commander players. It wouldn't appeal to me, at least. Maybe it would appeal to some people, but to me, that wouldn't appeal to me. Like, I wouldn't really have any interest in that. I think the best bet would be maybe we can get Wizards to support, like, I would like to see Brawl become historic. Always historic. So, like, have historic Brawl, have that be available at all times. It's still going to be 1v1, I think, but maybe that's the best, like, short-term possibility, is to make Brawl more Commander-y and have that be Arena's version of Commander. I think my question is, like, I'm already having a hard time envisioning how, like, Arena's doing mobile. Like, we know it's coming to mobile. Like, I'm already having a hard time envisioning playing some of the just normal games that we play on my phone. Like, that already seems... Really? Did our opponent just, like, time out through this entire game and then, as they were about to officially time out, get back a Velky, and that was, okay, interesting. Well, we'll pass the turn. But how in the world are you going to be able to play... Are you going to be able to play a 4-player Commander game with hundreds of permanents potentially on the battlefield on your phone? So I feel like Wizards' goal for Arena to be, like, fast and mobile and casual friendly goes against what you need to make Commander be fun. Yeah, I'll probably do some vintage drafting in the next week or two. I don't even know what our opponent's... Is our opponent just intentionally, like, trying to be a jerk? Apparently. If they keep casting spells, alright, well, fair enough. I guess maybe they're having internet connection issues. I always try to, well, that's a win. I always try to look on the bright side with things like that. Sometimes it's not easy to. I gotta start doing a better job with it with the early GGs, because that's one thing that it does get to me. That's one thing I gotta think of a benign explanation for it, so it doesn't bother me. But when someone's like roping like that, instead of being like immediately thinking, oh, what a jerk, I try to make it so the first thing I think is, maybe their kid is crying or something and they had to do something. Maybe whatever, they're having internet connection issues. So I try to do that with that. I got to figure out a way to do it with early GGs. It's probably like a they misclicked. Maybe, I mean, it's probably maybe it's some 10-year-old kid. Like, after playing against my little nephew and having him viciously, like, emote me, maybe it's just some little kid that's just, like, clicking buttons and having fun. And, like, who am I to, like, be salty about that? So, I'd assume you'd have to pinch zoom in and zoom out. That works very smoothly. And the way I see a list of permanents your other players have, where you can click on the list and swap out the active player if you're seeing a board. All right, that would be interesting. So maybe there is a way to. Oh, we got the Torment too. So maybe I don't know. I'm still not convinced. Like, I have a hard time sometimes with Moto Commander games when the board gets big, and Moto's a lot bigger and has a lot more space than a phone. So I still don't know if I'm 100% sold on Commander. Wow, is this a mirror? Oh my goodness. Platinum Mythic ranked player, is that you? Oh, let me see, Fonzes. Ooh, updated Tiny Bones. That also sounds sweet. Well, Torments for days. The funny thing is, if this is a mirror, it is going to be the most awkward match in history, because both of our decks are just full of removal spells with no targets. If this actually, oh no, well, it's not a mirror, but I don't think that's gonna be better for us. Okay, Underworld Dreams. Can we draw a land? Oh, we're gonna die to. We're gonna. we don't got a bit of luck at the moment. Well, we will start discarding things, I guess. After sideboarding, we have some cards that are probably good against what our opponent's doing, but for now, goodness. 5-color Bridge seems like a fun deck. Oh, come on, Magic Gods. Please, for the love of God, we're playing plenty of lands. Please. We can't keep doing this. Oh, all right. After several turns and 4 damage, we hit land number 4. All right, there we go. Doing it. Well, pass the turn. The problem is we got to cast Torment Hailfire with. So opponents at 20. So we need to cast it at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we have to have 10 mana-ish to actually be able to have Torment of Hailfire matter, I think. And that's not even including cards in hand. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Card draw to the bottom. Oh my... Oh my god, this is insane. Okay. Yes. Please. Okay. We hit a land. It happened. So we will... This is the biggest hand of nothing I've ever experienced. I mean, I guess this is another issue with this deck being, like, truly competitive, being more than, like, a meme or dream deck is, what do you do when you run into a matchup like this, and your deck is just exclusively removal spells? Like, what do you do in a matchup like this? What are we even supposed to maybe kind of do? Like, even drawing cards isn't that good because we're just drawing more removal spells that don't do anything. The problem is our opponent has a combo that wins at 7 mana, and we have a combo that wins at, like, at this point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 to get rid of their hand in the Underworld Dreams. And then we need another 8 to get their life total. 14 plus 2 black. So we need... So for a Torment to be lethal, we need 16 mana at the moment. That's a high number. That's a big number. Yeah, we've played Torments. Oh, more non-lands. We've played some Torments in various formats in the past, I believe. Okay, not a land. Well, Thought sees you. Take Murderous Rider. Draw a card. Looking for a land. Oh, hitting one. We're not making it look easy, but we're kind of sort of finding ways to hit our land drops. Eliminate the Scavenger. Well, our opponent's got nothing in hand. We are dying to this Underworld Dreams, and if they ever draw up here to the Abyss, we are immediately dead. Yeah, Tormenting Hailfire is fun. Opponent, yeah, sure. Which removal spell would you like about it? Tiny Bones. Tiny Bone looks fun, McGregor. Turgid is a cool addition. Been a while since I played Tiny Bones. It was very sweet last summer when we played it. About it. Blows up the Stronghold. Well, sure. We hit a land. Play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, draw a card. Gain some life. Oh my god, this deck. Oh dear. Another Underworld Dreams. This time we take 2. Treasure Map. This might be the least helpful 7-card hand I've ever had. Like, literally ever in my entire career of Magic. I don't know if I've ever had 7 cards that do less than this. Hey, what's up, dude? Dastardly, how are you? Opponent passes. We draw a Swamp. We take 2. Well, yeah, pass the turn. About it, untaps. Passing. Well, we will scry. We'll keep the tome. That is future potential life gain. Get pinged, get pinged. Main phase, Maze Mind's Tome. Scry with Treasure Map. Flip Treasure Map. It's just gonna die. I guess we can target it with a Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, alright, go to the bottom. Flip it. Pass the turn. I mean, I guess we could cast a pretty big Torment. Is it big enough? Scry. Man, if we could find a... Not Extinction Event. If we could find a Cabal Stronghold, maybe. Scry. Keep Castle Lockwayne. Down to 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can Torment for 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we don't even get rid of the Underworld Dreams. The problem is if we keep waiting... don't feel like, though... So let's say we cast Torment. Our opponent discards dead removal spells. They take a bit of damage. They still get the Underworld Dreams. And then we have one Torment of Hailfire left in our deck. We need to have... I think we need Cabal Stronghold. Or multiple. I think we need at least one Cabal Stronghold. So I think we keep waiting. Like, I feel like putting our... Since we don't have any other clock... Like, how good is putting our opponent down to... How good is putting our opponent down to, like, 9 or something? Because it's not like we have another card that's going to finish out the game. Like, all we got's the Torments. Murderous Rider bottom. Down to 5. Play the land. An opponent's holding on to cards smartly, knowing that a Torment's going to come eventually. I mean, I'll cast it if y'all want me to, but I don't think there's any way we win by casting it. Like, once we cast it, how do we ever win? Like, we're going to die to Underworld Dreams in 5 turns? So it's either we cast Torment, and we hope that we draw our other Torment before we die to Underworld Dreams. Or we keep waiting, and if we hit Cabal Stronghold, then... Right now our outs are like Torment or Cabal Stronghold. I feel like if we just cast the Torment, it gets rid of cards in our opponent's hand that aren't doing anything, and then our out is just the Torment. Like, we don't have Cabal Stronghold as an out anymore. One of the first decks you made out arena? That's sweet. Opponent plays a lad. I mean, we're going to have to cast it at some point. I guess I'm kind of viewing this as essentially a combo deck, since we don't have any other threats. Oh, come on, Cabal Stronghold. Our opponent's Field of Ruin was actually really good. Well, scry. Definitely don't want Extinction Event. Get pinged. Get pinged. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, so we get a Torment for 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, so our opponent discards their hand, goes to 1, and then we have 3 turns to draw a Torment of Hailfire. The only problem is if we keep waiting. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't think I can get on board. Like, I don't think I can get on board with the idea of just casting it for no value, because we only have, like, we have 3 copies of Torment in our entire deck that can potentially win us the game. Like, if it was like, oh, we got Torments and some Ugids and some Liliatas and, Gray Merchants or something, then I think I would be more comfortable with it. Just like, just fire it off for a couple and get some value. But I feel like once we cast this one, we have literally one more copy of Torment, and our entire deck is our only way of possibly winning the game. I don't know. Thoughtseize is a concern. Our opponent definitely has them in their deck. But putting our opponent to 1, then we have, 3 turns, and we got to hope that the other Torment is one of our top 3 cards. And that's the game. Nothing else is relevant. Well, I think the thing is... Okay, so Control is probably... Okay, so I think a control deck is the right way to frame it. The thing is, it's a control deck where, in a control deck, I don't think you just run out your finisher if it's not going to be able to win the game. Like, I think typically with a control deck, you want to you want to take control of the game and then play your finisher when your finisher is going to win. So I guess even if you look at it as a control deck, I feel like the idea that I don't know, maybe the deck just needs more finishers. But like, how do we ever win? Like, but it's got to be our finisher, right? Because we just don't have any other finishers. It's not like we have any other way to have our opponent's life total get to 0. I think I guess that's my concern. If it was like, oh, then we can play a creature and beat down, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can get that. Like, wipe out their hand, then we play something else, and that closes out the game after our opponent's empty-handed. But we just those other things don't exist in this deck. Murderous Rider? Ugh. I mean, at this point, we're pot. Oh my god! Finally! Oh, all right. All right. It took a long time, but that's Cabal Stronghold. Add some mana. 11. Okay. Oh, I didn't think it was. I thought they were gonna get there. Oh, 21, 22, 23, 24. Opponent knows it's in our hand. We will cast this X22. And opponent, your call. It's a Punisher card. It's not on us, it's on you, bud. It's just like your GameStop stocks. You gotta hold it until you can't pay your rent next month. Please don't do that, or please don't buy it at all. Oh my god. I'm still not 100% sure. Like, it worked out, but I still don't know. Hopefully it did. Oh man, hopefully it didn't sound like I was coming down on your opinions or anything, because that definitely wasn't my intention. Ha. Pick it. You don't have a choice. Yeah. Ah! Diamond hands for the win. Well, now, opponent, we got bad news for you. Also bad news for us, which is we have so many removal spells. We have so many removal spells that we can't take them all out. But Necromentia seems real. Thought Distortion seems real. Perilous Vault seems more real than infinite removal spells that don't really do anything. Extinction, oh boy. I guess we're just gonna have some dead removal spells, right? There's not. Yeah, let's bring some Elder. Do they have Planeswalkers? They could have Planeswalkers. Let's bring in a couple Elder spells. I don't know. We have so many dead cards. Wow, that was a ridiculous game. What is 5-color Pyre humans? We played some Pyre humans to start off. It's, as its name suggests, it's kind of 5-color pile of humans with Pyre of heroes. It was pretty janky. It eventually morphed into a Panharmonicon deck, and it felt a little bit better with Chulane and Panharmonicon, but we look at the clock when we get back in. I don't know. I assume we're ahead on time. We just spent most of our turns doing nothing. 19 minutes. Oh, yes. Give me that card draw. 19 minutes. Oh, no, we're not ahead on time. We're actually behind. Plenty of time, though. Why no Feed the Swarms? Fair question. Would have to ask Platinum Mythic Rank player. This is very, very slightly updated deck from Arena that someone played on Arena. But Feed the Swarm could be a good sideboard option. Opponent. Maze Mindstone, sure. Let's Tome. Tome you. Give us that card draw. Develop our mana. I do think, going back to the casting early Torment, I do think that if we can get up to, we have 3 Torments in the deck. I do think that if we can get up to maybe like 7 or 8 mana, I do think there are scenarios where just casting it, especially if we can keep, oh my god, another Underworld Dreams. We're casting it, especially if we can keep our opponent's creatures off the board. is probably a good plan. And then trusting that we're going to draw a second one to close out the game. So I do think that there is some wisdom in that thinking. But I think just with how that last game played out, I felt like we were like super committed to winning with that one because of the situation and the life totals, where we were super committed to winning with that one. But I think if we have, I think that's a fair point, and maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe we should have cast one early, even if it was pretty small, as just like a discard 3. All right, so opponent's gonna Thoughtseize, but we got our. Unfortunately, our Perilous Fault's gonna go away, but we did get our card draw down at least. I think Platinum Mythic Player is the new infamous small Japanese tournament. Somehow, I think Wizards created their own infamous small Japanese tournaments with Platinum Mythic Rank Player deck. What do you think about Ether Vial in Historic Anthology 4? That's what I'm kind of on the fence about. Boy. Ether Vial is a really powerful card. I do have some fear that it might just be too powerful for Historic. But it's also a card that enables some sweet strategies too. Like, I'd love to play like Vial Wizards or something. I think would be really fun. The problem is, it's not just fun decks that'll use it. So you'll also have to deal with like Vial Goblins and potentially powering up archetypes that are already pretty good. So I don't think I'm quite comfortable with Ether Vial yet. I'm not like totally. I think it's a card that could show up and be good in Historic eventually and healthy for Historic eventually. But I think we probably need. I think we probably need a. I think we got to keep this because of Pyre. I think we probably need another few sets or years or whatever before we're ready for Ether Vial in the format. As the format keeps getting bigger, then I think there will be a time when it'll be perfectly fine and good. But I don't think we're quite there yet. Well, Thoughtseize you. Well, all right. I'm glad we got rid of that. And then I guess we kill that. Well, no Pyre into the Abyss. We could use a Necromentia. Necromentia to get rid of Pyre would be nice. Opponent gonna draw. Sure. If we want to jump into, in the blue-white control archetype, but don't have the exact list in mind, it's a good idea to bind to staples like, opponent's got a bunch of creatures, don't they? Is it a good idea to buy into a bunch of staples like Teferi, Hero, Dominaria, Supreme Verdict while they're cheap? Yeah, I would say yes. I think if you're pretty sure you're going to want to play archetypes like that in the future, you might as well buy into them now. Why they're inexpensive. Because cards like that are, we'll keep that. Because cards like that are always going to be good. It's hard for me to imagine that Supreme Verdict is going to get outclassed in Modern or Pioneer control. Or like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria is going to be completely bad and unplayable. So I would lean towards yes with cards like that. I would be more careful about new archetypes. We've seen a lot of decks come and go in those formats where like Hollow One is the best thing for like 6 months and then there's a banning or a meta shift and it goes away. But for an archetype like Blue-White Control, I think you're fairly safe with that. Well, let's make some mana. Draw a card. You know what? We're going to be a little risky. Kill the Ether board. A little bit risky. If they draw Pyre to the Abyss this turn, we could die. Next turn, we can Necromentia. And we're getting to the point where I think this is basically where the deck wants to be. Like, I think our deck wants to be into a point where if we draw Torment, it's probably going to be lethal. In like 2 flip treasure maps and a Cabal Stronghold, we're getting to the point where if we... Opponent. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, I guess we got a Necromentia our opponent's Necromentias. This is going to be real hard. Yeah. Alright. Well. So now, theoretically, the only thing that can kind of win is... Well, we still have Murderous Riders in our deck. I don't know if it's likely they'll be enough to win, but in theory, Murderous Rider could win. Ugh. Well, now we know in next game, we got a Necromentia to protect Torment and Hailfire. I have no idea what our opponent's deck's doing. Maybe we're afraid of stuff that is not even in our opponent's deck. It might be that they aren't even playing Pyre into the... Okay, well, that's Murderous Rider. Alright. Draw a card, get pigged. I'll go Murderous Rider. 1, 2, 3. Make mana. Swift and the Valkyrie. Oh. Well, draw a card, I guess. Huh. Okay. Apparently that was our upkeep. Well, we'll still play it. Play Murderous Rider. Pass the turn. Alright! 10-turn clock, 10-turn clock. Yeah, Creature Lands would be a good finisher if we weren't dependent on Cabal Stronghold to make mana. Oh, really? Alright. Opponent hits us. Well, Elder Spell. It's kind of a weird Ugin, considering our opponent knew we had Elder Spell. Elder Spell you. Hit you. Gain back some life. Treasure Map Scry flip. Well, more mana doesn't do much at this point, now that we lost our Torments. If we had the Torments, they'd be great. Pass the turn. Boy, if we could find a way to win this, that would be very impressive. Another Castle Lockway. Opponent draws. Down to 16. They shouldn't have much creature removal in their deck, honestly. I'll draw a card, gain some life. They should, theoretically, they should have taken out pretty much all their creature removal. So maybe they aren't going to be able to deal with the Murderous Rider and it's actually going to get there. Get pigged, get pigged. Untap. Get pigged. Play a swamp. Faraska's Contempt. Alright, let's get a look at our opponent's deck here. Necromentia. We're going to go Pyre, but I'm not even sure that they have it. I guess we'll see. Oh, okay, they definitely do. So, all right, let's see what options. So, opponent's got Liliana, Grim Tutor, Thought Seizes, Cling to Dust, Gifted Aetherborns, Gonti, more Underworld Dreams, Scavengers, Duresses, another Ugin. That opponent does not have that much removal. They have an Ugin, a Murderous Rider, and a Liliana. Okay. Well, our opponent's combo is also down. It's actually not impossible that this Murderous Rider gets the job done. Opponent's got 3 cards that can answer it. 3 cards. Opponent casts a Lockblade. Down to 13. Not super worried about Gifted Etherborn because we have so much removal in our deck that we couldn't sideboard it all out, so we should be able to keep drawing removal spells to kill creatures. Like, that shouldn't be a huge deal. Treasure Cove, draw a card, get pinged. No more swamps, please. Our torments are gone. Draw a card, get pinged. Ew. Alright, so lots of swamps. Untap. I'll play the land. Draw a card. I would like to say Vraska's Contempt for a future planes. Well, okay, we got an Elder spell now. I would still rather use a random creature removal spell. I'd like to find another Murderer's Rider, given the choice. But we'll do what we gotta do. Alright, yep. Down to 9. Well, play this. Alright. Kill the Gifted Etherboard. I don't know what phase we're on. Up to 10. Go to combat. Attack you. Down to 11. Stujo for the 16th buff. Yeah, another Murderer's Rider would be awesome. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll pass the turn. Opponent draws down to 10. If this works, it would be hilarious. Opponent adapts. And Field of Ruin. And ooh, draws down to 8. Okay. Opponent's increasing our clock, too. Another Underworld Dreams. Well, I guess we gotta draw now. Alright, another Vraska's Contempt. Still no more Murderous Riders. About it. This would be so. Our opponent was at 19 too. It would be hilarious if this Murderous Rider actually made it all the way. Now, Scry. Definitely keeping Treasure Map. Get pinged. Get pinged. Go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 6. Back up to 11. Play a Treasure Map. Oh, you like Trout Mask Replica? That's amazing, PCHC. Yeah, I mean, the album's, I think it's amazing. I recommend it to pretty much everyone. And my hit rate is not super high with people actually coming to appreciate it, but I'm glad you like it. I think this is going to work. The least likely. Opponent's down to 4. The little Murderous Rider that could. And we even have multiple Planeswalker answers in hand. So even if our opponent finds their Ugin or their Liliana, like, we will find another Murderous Rider at some point. Well, I guess, okay. Draws a card. I can probably cast that, well, one more time. I guess we exiled most of their stuff. Is this happening? They exile our Torments and it's happening? Well, Taunos, I think maybe I owe you an apology because I think maybe I underestimated the likelihood of Murderous Rider going all the way in Historic. Because I did not think that we had a way of winning outside of Torment of Hailfire, and I guess this match is proving that it is possible to win without Torment of Hailfire. So, yeah. I will say, I guess I underestimated that possibility. Alright, let's draw Heartless Act. Get pigged. Get pigged. Go to our main phase. Scry with Treasure Map. Yeah, we don't really need that. To the bottom. I mean, we've done this with one Murderous Rider, too. It's not like we just drew a whole bunch of Murderous Riders. We drew a single one. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Get pinged, get pinged. Well, make some mana. Actually, play a swamp. Make some mana. Necromantia. Name Ugin. Thoughtseize Grim Tutor. Get rid of the Ugin. Thoughtseize. Take the Grim Tutor. Heartless Act. Kill the Etherborn. I've lost some really bad standard matches to standard decks that were centered around controlling my mostly creature-based deck, beating me with a 2-3 for 10 turns. Well, it looks like it's about to happen here in Historic. Like, opponent was at 19. Our combo was completely offline, and it looks like Murderous Rider is going to go all the way. Opponent blows up the Cabal Stronghold. Sure. We get a Swamp. So opponent's Liliana, I think, is the last card in our opponent's deck. They can't use Castle Lockwing because they can't cast the Thoughtseize. So it would kill them. Castle Lockwing. I guess they can cling to dust to gain life? This is not how this deck is supposed to go. This is not the plan. This is not the plan. Well, they've exiled quite a few, and we've exiled some for them, but yeah, they've already exiled some to the Cling to Dust, so they can't go. Wait, can they do this at all? Oh, they can't. They only have 5 total. Yeah, our opponent's done. They're out of. All right. Yeah. Well, apparently we do have another win condition outside of Torment of Hailfire, and apparently that win condition, as Tawnos tried to point out, and I did not listen to, is Murderous Rider. Well, all right, let's go. We got one good Torment, and now we got the backup beatdown plan. Let's see if we get one more Torment. That was an insane game. Insane. Yeah, the first game, that whole match was pretty insane. The first game's the one where you're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting to try to get enough mana to Torment, and it worked out. And then that one, whew, that is not how it's supposed to go, but we'll take it. We'll take it however we can get it with the Torment of Hailfire. Yeah, we'll keep this. Actually got a Wrath this time. See what our opponent's doing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Huh. Well. We have so many cards that do nothing. So many cards that do literally nothing. Yeah, this is not the matchup we were hoping for. Is there any consideration to Turgid in this deck? Yeah, by all means, opponent. Thoughtseize away. Draw and cast more Thoughtseizes, actually. We have a lot of cards that we do not want. I mean, we can kill their random threats. Why did it not let us treasure map? Yeah, I guess we'll do it upkeep. All right, it did let us upkeep it. There we go. No, we don't want the swamp. We can kill their creatures, which is fine. That's good. I mean, if they're playing a more creature-heavy build, the more creatures they're playing, the better for us, because then our cards might actually do something. Another card that would be probably a good addition is Field of Ruin. Like, Field of Ruin Field of Ruin is going to end up a swamp anyway. So it feels like there's pretty minimal drawback to playing it, because it's still going to be a swamp for Cabal Stronghold when we need it to be. And it'll give us a way to get rid of, like, Search for Iskanta. Well, let's put an end to this Velki. Okay. Wow. Opponent, like, has a pretty good intuition that our deck has a lot of dead cards if they're doing that, and not a lot of creatures. Well, Treasure Map Scry. Oh, I like the old border. I like the old border gold cards. I think the old border gold cards are some of my favorites. Interesting. Alright, so we've seen the return to old border cards. What border do you think is better? You have the choice. What border is better? I mean, personally, and you probably already knew this about me, but I would like all cards to be old border, or most cards. Like, I would rather the old border be the default border. Like, I just think it looks better, but it is also a matter of taste, and I know some people who prefer the new border. Old border always, I guess. Also, like, okay, so I should put another part to that question. If you were voting old border, were you playing when old border cards were in print? Like, how much of it is just nostalgia? Because you're like, oh, I remember playing with that when I was, whatever, back in high school or back in college. Or are you someone who started playing after, like, the modern border came to be? Like, Mirrodin or whatever. Interesting. Okay. I guess I was just trying to figure out if it was, like, purely aesthetic, and you're just like, I think this looks better, or if it was more of a nostalgia thing. Alright, keep killing them. Kill them all. Yep. Opponent. Okay. So even people that didn't play with the old border actively can still appreciate it. Interesting. Maybe they should do more old borders. It's been a weird spoiler season in the sense that it doesn't seem like there's as much hype for it as other sets from the community in general. Ooh. But it does seem like from a certain segment of the community, people really love this set. So it feels narrow to me, basically. Not being on Arena is part of it. Some people don't care about the old borders. Some people I don't think have much of a connection to Time Spiral. Time Spiral Limited is really sweet. Like, if you get a chance to do a draft on Magic Online or something, I would definitely recommend it because it is a really cool limited format. I'll play the land. Draw a card. Oh. So now, I mean, we have the Torment. The challenge here is, are we ever going to be able to resolve it against this control deck? Like, that's the issue. Another Narset. Opponent untaps. Opponent plays a Narset. It is a sorcery. We're going to need to probably find, like, a Thoughtseize, I guess. Opponent. Ashiok. And I mean, if our opponent ever taps out, we kill him. Make some mana. Eliminate the Narset.
This was overwhelming.
Draw a card. Draw a card. Play Cabal Stronghold. Ugh. We really want swamps. With all these Cabal Stronghold, just basic swamps are so good. Let's sack a treasure, draw a card. Every Cabal Stronghold. Okay. Play Maze Mind's Tome. Pass the turn. Can we get our opponent to tap out so we can kill them? Opponent is Kanta. Bloodchief's Thirst, sure. Untaps. I think the hype is lessened slightly because it's a single block of reprint, something like a Master Set. The Kobolas, the Ravager. Okay. Oh, we'll discard Castle Lockwade. Opponent. Oh. So there's much speculation of just what could be in it, but for this we have a smaller card pool to speculate with. I think that's a good point. I guess I've never been like super excited for some of the remaster sets they've done on Arena. So yeah, makes sense. Oh, kill the Kobolas. I mean, we're just trying to get our opponent to tap out. Like, that's what this is all about, and our opponent keeps refusing to do it. Other thing we could do is draw Thoughtseize. Draw a card. Eliminate. Draw a card. Maze Mind's Tome. Untap. Draw. Well. Draw a card. Ooh. Alright. Cabal Stronghold. Maze Mind's Tome. Well, I think next turn is... next turn is likely to be the turn. Yeah, I'm sure our opponent has counter magic. That's why we're trying to find Thought Seizes or get our opponent to tap out. Like, that's what this is primarily. That's our plan. We're not just going to run our Torment into obvious... Oh, come on. Ah! Oh, that's why we need Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin is so free in this mana base that it definitely, from a competitive perspective, definitely needs to be in there. I mean, this makes black. Our strongholds make black, so. Ashiok. Makes a dork. Plays a lad. Well. Draw a card. Draw a card. Untap. Play a swamp. Eliminate. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Thoughtseize. This opponent has 2 neutralizes. Alright, that's not ideal. I'll make some mana. Draw a card. Draw a card. Treasure map. Maze Mind Stone. Make some mana. Scry. Yeah, the tomes are keeping us around. Draw a card. I'll pass the turn. Opponent taps. So we need a Thoughtseize and another Torment. Alright, opponent kills the Murderous Rider. Goes to the bottom. Makes a dork. Oh, scry with treasure map. We have so much mana. Swamp to the bottom. Draw. Swamp. Alright, play a swamp. Cabal Stronghold. Draw a card. Make some mana. Draw a card. We're fighting the good fight. Swamp. I'll make some mana. Draw a card. Murderous Rider. Ashiok. Opponent. Thinking. Counters. Well, Vraska's Contempt Ashiok. Extinction event. Uneven. We have again dealt with the board. Wait, what do you think the punt was? Leading on the rider gains 2 life. Opponent is Kanta. Wait, you think we should have played this, Well, that's a clock. That is a clock. Opponent passing. Well, upkeep scry. Looking for torments and thought seizes to the bottom. We are going to find them eventually. We know we are. We can't not. Extinction event. Main phase. Land. Zach, a treasure, draw a card. Murderous Rider. I'll make some mana. Draw a card. Another swamp. Draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Where are they? Where are they? They're in our deck! We know they're in our deck! You lost 2 spells instead of 1. Opponent draws a Liliana. Makes a shark. Oh, Murderous Rider. Liliana. Opponent gets a zombie. Passes. We draw. Another swamp. There are not that many cards for these. There's 3, I believe 3 Thoughtseizes, 2 Torments, and like these 10 cards. Alright. Well, treasure map. Draw a card. And there's a Torment. Can we find a Thoughtseize to make sure? Draw a card. Make mana. Make mana. Make mana. I mean, I think we're going for it anyway. Actually, I guess we play a swamp. Swamp. Make mana. Make mana. Make mana. I think they would have protected their Liliana if they could. Draw. Thoughtseize? Come on, Thoughtseize. Oh my god, it is. Alright, we found it. Thoughtseize you. Oh, we did it. We did it. We did it. About it. We take Hour of Devastation. 1, 2, 3, tap. Alright. Okay, this is going to be a good one. Torment. We'll leave up Spell Pierce mana just in case. X 27. And, your go, opponent. Opponent, gonna go digging. Sure, sure, sure. Neutralize. No mana, though. Oh! I mean, we got there. Through the control deck. Sack it, discard it, and... oh, negative 54! Oh, wow. That's pretty good, because now we get to bring in stuff that's actually reasonable against control, which we didn't have as much of before, and go down some stuff that is not as good, like the Heartless Axe. We want stuff that kills Planeswalkers. Killing Planeswalkers is good. Making our opponents discard is good. Probably something like, well, maybe one Extinction event. Keep the Elder Spells. Yeah, that's fine. More like that. Whew! Man, I will say this deck has played some interesting games. Gebby Gobbo for the 35th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we'll check the clock when we get back into it. I am not sure. Thought Distortion. Opponent probably has a budget discard now, but this hand's good. 19, 22, 21. So clock is fine-ish. I mean, Thought Distortion is absurd against our opponent's deck, I think. Opponent, tap land. Well, land, go. Opponent. Hey, what's up, Planet? How are you? Good to see you. Plays a land in Iskanta. Well, we'll play our Iskanta. Pass the turn. Yeah, Maze Mind's Tome. We need our Maze Mind Tome is good. We need Field of Ruin though, because the Search of Vakana is going to be an issue. Opponent, land. Thoughtseize, gonna take the Thought Distortion. Like, the value of his Kanta is really good. Xgelanix Beren, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Play the land, pass the turn. Opponent is Kanta. Leaves it on top. Land. Narset. Well, we will eliminate. About it gets. Ooh, Hydra's and +1/+1 counters. That sounds sweet. Well, play as one, pass the turn. Opponent is Kanta. I had a 278 Hydra with lifelink and 308 life. That sounds amazing, Sloth. That sounds super cool. Opponent, untap land. Nico Bolas. Well, we will kill it. Opponent draws a card. Well, draw a card. Play a land. Play a tome. Pass the turn. I still feel like this is probably like a really not great matchup. I think we probably got lucky with the first one. Narset again. About it. Whiffs. Tap land. Play a swamp. Eliminate Narset.
Such violence is upsetting.
And draw a card. Could be Thoughtseizes. Or a swamp. Pass the turn. Is Kanta getting close to flipping? Leaves it. I mean, we are kind of running out of... Oh my goodness, another one? Oh, we are kind of running out of answers. Our opponent's drawn so many Planeswalkers. So many. Well, there's a Vraska's Contempt. Discard a land.
Let your weak mind
Opponent. Land. I'll play the land. Necromentia. What do we Necromentia? Yeah, opponent doesn't have a counter, which is nice. Ashiok? Yeah, let's go Ashiok. That makes sense. They haven't played one yet. Alright, so Ashiok, Valkyries, counters. So this is just Chandra. Okay, so this is just like Jun's Super Friends, I guess. It does have some counters. Alright, well. We answered a thing. Get rid of Nicobolas, but there's still an Narset. Pass the turn. It never ends. Is Kanta. Leaves it on top. Narset. This has been... How many Planeswalkers have we killed? Like 7? Jay Warbo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent. Narset. Oh, and this means we can't draw cards, so this is so bad. Yeah, I mean, I think now this is just slipping away. Alright. It's not great, but it's something. I mean, they're still going to have an Narset. Cycles to make a tiny shark. Well, get rid of your stuff for now. Pass the turn. Yeah, it slows down his Kanta, I think, is the main upside. Opponent leaves it on top. Narset. The problem is, if we can't kill this Narset, if we can't kill this Narset, we can't... Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah. I mean, if we can't kill the Nar... That was so many Planeswalkers. Pone had so many Planeswalkers. That was essentially every... They played a Planeswalker like every turn of that game. I don't even know what we're supposed to do about that. Well, we definitely are not naming Ashiok again. Ashiok is only a one of. Seems like they have 4 Narsets, 4 Nicobolases, 4 Nicobolases, 4 Tybalts. It's all the planes. It's just every Planeswalker. Opponent plays a tap land, passes. I'll play the land. Maze Mind's Tome, go. Opponent. Yeah, I mean, we got a couple Elder Spells, too. Well, I think we got a Scry. We do need to hit our lands. Alright, there's a Swamp. Draw. Necromentia. I think we're taking Narset. Opponent's hand is still pretty stacked. How many counters do they have? DJ Jaraz, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, they don't have that many counters. 2, 3, 4. Plus their hand, which is 2 more. Well, alright. Well, Narset's down. What? I don't think that was every Narset. I clicked... I definitely clicked all 3 Narsets. Hey, welcome, D-Rods. I appreciate the sub. I definitely clicked them. About it. Well, let's scry. Murderous are going to have to go bottom. We need lands. Scry. Alright, we find a land. Draw. Main phase. Play the land. Treasure map. Counter number 1. About it taps. Land. Nicobolas. I'll play Perilous Vault. Play the land past the turn. About it. Oh, come on! Oh my golly, what a... That's a one of! Oh! Jeez, yeah. Well, that's bad. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We needed that. Opponent gets in. Sure. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, Thoughtseiz's draw is so incredibly bad. Yeah, opponent uses a counter. Ugh, yeah, this matchup's so bad. About it. Ashiok, sure. Well. Draw a card. Discard, eliminate. About it. Hits us down to 16. Well, Perilous Vault. Play the land past the turn. About it. Opponent just has a ridiculous amount of planeswalkers. Hits us down to 12. Untap land. Flips Nicobolas down to 18. Draws 2 cards. Well, exile your stuff, but again, it doesn't matter. There's too many. Oh, well, I guess we should have stopped after the last round rather than playing that one. So, obviously, we played some incredibly janky decks. I think if there's a big takeaway, Donos for the 37th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I think if there is a big takeaway from tonight, it's that if you see weird looking lists in the arena deck list dump, they're pretty weird looking. Don't take them on face value. It is the new infamous small Japanese tournament. The quality varies an insane amount. So Torment, I mean, we got a sweet Torment kill. We had a really interesting match with the deck, but really, we saw it be pretty bad against control, and we saw it be pretty bad against decks that can put multiple things into play because there's so much one-to-one, so one-for-one removal. So while I think it's fun, and when it goes off it's cool, I don't know if it's something that's actually competitive. And then the humans deck, Haktos just can never possibly be cast. Like, the original build of the humans deck was, if you have Pyre, it did some cute things and could even be powerful. But if you don't have Pyre, it was just a pile of uncastable stuff. I do like the Tulane version. Definitely have to play it some more. It kind of developed as we went along, but on that note, you made it right at the end, Brennan Masters. Good to see you, though. On that note, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So we will be back. Let's see, this is our last stream for the week. So we will be back next week with some more sweet streaming action. In the meantime, reminders on the way out the door. Replay YouTube. That's where you find all the old streams. Normal YouTube, tons of content coming up on there. Commander Clash, Pioneer Much Brew, some modern budget magic, so Meme or Dream, tons of stuff coming up over the weekend. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. All-time Spire Remastered stuff up for pre-order now. You can even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. As a reminder, in case people didn't realize this, our Tuesday stream is now happening on in the afternoons. So afternoon streams on Tuesday, 2 Eastern time. So keep that in mind if you haven't caught up on that yet. But on that note, most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing and awesome, and I love each and every one of you. So thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed all the losing and the winning and the hailfiring and the humans being uncastable. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. I love y'all. I'll see you next week, and I will talk to you soon.